Should be good to go. Hello everybody, welcome to Breakout Racing League Tier 6. We are here tonight for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone to wrap up the week. Tier 6, as always, usually provides a cracking race. Yeah, looks fully dry, clear blue and bright skies here in qualifying. Looks like the Renault of a name I don't recognize, Gaudy Penny, will be first out on track tonight. And I'm hearing that we are going to get the same exact conditions in the race as well. Nice, bright, and sunny, so everyone has a chance here tonight, as it feels like every week here in Tier 6. Some people seem to have more of a chance than others, week in, week out, but everyone always has that chance to win. And sunny race means less drama. So yeah, it'll be interesting here tonight, especially we'll see how these Tier 6 drivers deal with high-speed corners. Will they be more confident than usual, or will they take it a little more easy? And as I say that, I should probably turn my audio down just a little bit. My in-game audio, not my audio. So yeah. Gaudy Penny, it will be the first one to start a lap here tonight. Let me get this full track map enabled. Well, Red Bull of Wavyy decides to start right behind Penny. So not sure why he would do that, because Penny is also on a flying lap of himself. For himself. Ferrari there staying out of the way. I think that's physicist or bald guy. It could be either one of the two. Not sure entirely right now, but looking at Wavyy right now, because Penny has invalidated his lap, so he's gotten out the way. So Wavyy will be the first one to set a lap time tonight, going through the middle sector now. Obviously he will have a purple first sector for right now. At the moment, does he keep it flat out, Cops? No, he does not. Has to lift just a little bit. Now through Maggots and Beckett's, I know it's quite hard with a controller sometimes, but he navigates it quite well. A little wide there at the final turn of Maggots and Beckett's, and now DRS wide open, heading down to Stowe. Obviously purple sector 2, as no one else has set anything yet. Going through Stowe, using most of the track there, not all of it. Now breaking down into Club. Last chicane, powering out of that last chicane. What will his banker time be? It will be a 27.2. I think we'll see quicker times tonight. Almost sure of it. Let me activate fitted tires, yeah. Valkyrie has invalidated her lap time. The Ferrari of Zig has not. RJ sits at 28.5. Zig has invalidated his lap time, my bad. Butters is starting a lap right now. Quick Tongue invalidated his lap time as well. Sprightly's on an out lap, so that AlphaTauri is also on an out lap, so the next person would be Wavyy, but is anyone on a lap? Anyone. Valkyrie on another lap, maybe? Yeah, sure. Valkyrie is on another lap, so let's watch this for the time being. Hopefully she doesn't invalidate this time, so we can see another lap time go up on the board. RJ stays nice out of the way to the right-hand side of Valkyrie. Looked like Valkyrie took that flat out. It should be easy flat out. Sprightly left the session, so give me a second as I invite him back. Sorry about that. Wavy betters his lap time, 26.6. A little more representable for tonight. Soviet Valkyrie now going through the final complex of corners at Club. Powering out now. What will Valkyrie do? 28.7. Trying to find drivers on laps. Dom. I don't think he's pushing. No, he's not. Quick Tongue also not on the lap. Okay, we have not gotten many first runs, but someone I did see just fly by the line. Lewis fan. So this will be his first lap of the night. Very competitive in his first race in BRL at Austria. Almost was oh so close to the podium, less than a half a second at the line. Purple Sector 1, not sure how representative that is because the game does bug out with that sometimes, but for his sake, let's hope it is true. Will he keep cops? Easily he does. Not even a thought in his mind that he wasn't going to take that corner for heading through Maggots and Beckett. Going down into Stowe now. Purple Sector 2. Has not invalidated his lap yet at all, so now going through Club, hits that apex nicely. Hits that apex nicely as well. Powering out of the corner, this might be quickest. It is a 25.5, just pipping Butters right there. Lewis and Butters already showing the pace they have tonight. Next, I think Books is on a lap. I can't do anything. Thanks, game. Books is not on a lap. It is invalidated. Henchman might be on a lap now, so let's find him. Yes, he is on a lap on the medium compounded tires, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of pace he has in that Mercedes on the medium tires. Opening DRS now going into Brooklyn's Purple Sector 1. See if that actually is true later on in the lap. Now powering all the way, heading down into Stowe. We'll see if he keeps it flat. Doesn't, sounded like a little tiny lift there. Going through Maggots and Beckett's now. Navigated that pretty nicely. Now DRS wide open, heading down into Stowe. I don't know, I didn't realize that, okay. I don't know why it's still on the starting screen. Give me a second. Give me a second. I apologize about that. I did not realize that. I clicked on it and it never selected it. Should be good now. Let me see. Yep. It's good now. I don't know why. I had it selected. I had to refresh my software I was using. Weird. I don't know. So, anyway. As you can see, the entire left-hand side of times now, after me being completely oblivious to it. Zig on a lap? Yeah, he is on a lap. So let's stay with this right now. Joseph, interestingly enough, still hasn't set a time. I might get a co-com. Okay. Possibly. I don't think Zig is pushing anymore. RJ is definitely pushing on those softs now. Give me a second. I think I'm getting a co-com. Okay then, I actually get a co-com tonight. Welcome, Tez Leclerc, to the commentary box for 2-6. 5 minutes left in qualifying, so you have plenty of time to get in here. Say that again? Well, yeah, I already introduced you, so.
Sweet. Hi, guys.
Well, is this your commentary debut?
In BRL, yes.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget to
already
check
done.
the box so your audio's included.
Yeah, already done, and it is my debut commentary gig in BRL.
Well,
it has been a while since I've commentated, I'm not gonna lie. But it's always good to get back into your pastimes.
Yeah. Welcome. Looks like we have quite some outliers already. Books and Lewis have absolutely... oh, Lewis spins out of stow. So he might just go...
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he does. Ball Guy looks to just be starting a lap. I have not commentated an onboard lap yet tonight, so let's go on board with him for his lap. Quite tentative into the first complex of corners, powering out now. Was he backed off this lap, or is he still pushing? No, he's still pushing. DRS open now, heading into Brooklands. A little before the 50 board, he elects for fourth gear here. Now rounding this right-hander, long swooping right-hander, powering out, short shift, fourth gear, now powering down all the way into stow. Keep the car on the left-hand side, and if he gets it just right, he could take it flat out. He does take it flat out, and validates it by running wide.
Yeah, that's one thing you've got to watch out for here at Silverstone. Very easy to invalidate your lap. Even if you've got part of your tyres on the white line, they don't know about track limits on the end for some reason. Unfortunate there. But you have to, as you said, What's your actual name, so I don't have to call you Finn Fan?
No, most people call me Finn Fan.
Okay, we'll call you Finn Fan, it just sounds odd to me. Yeah, but if, as you said, if you get the line perfect, it's easy flat. You have to go, for a lack of a better term, balls to the wall through Stowe. Extremely fast corner. I remember the days when you had to lift. So
yeah, I remember those days too. But yeah, I remember the days where it was flat in real life, easy, but you still had to lift in the game if you didn't have the right setup.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think setup
Some
is pretty
drivers-
crucial around here.
Yes, it definitely is, because you want low drag, because most of the track is straights, but you still want decent downforce, because you have quite high speed corners around here that you need to navigate with a nimble car.
Yeah, definitely. It's sort of clash of setups, really, isn't it? Because, as I say, you want the downforce for the corners, but the straights are relatively long, and if you have too much downforce, you're just gonna cause unnecessary lap time.
Yeah, I will say it was wet in Tier 1, and I ran way too much downforce. I was rapid in the corners because it was wet, so I gained a lot of time on drivers there. But I couldn't overtake for the life of me because I was running too much downforce, so you still need to find that compromise even on a wet circuit, but it will be dry here in Tier 6 for quali and the race. Same conditions, nice bright and sunny clear skies, which has not seemed to be the case for every other tier this weekend, so it's odd that it's now in this tier.
Yeah.
I'm still watching Henchman. He is a couple tenths up on his time right now, which would not be enough to improve, but depending on his final sector, he might be able to hop into that front row. A little traffic with the Red Bull right in front of him, but it shouldn't affect him too much now, powering out of club. What will his time be? It's a 1:25.5, still behind Lewis and Books. Speaking of Lewis, he's a tenth and a half up on his time, and he's looking to grab pole here tonight. Now heading through Maggots and Beckett's left, right, another left, and now another right. Now DRS wide open, heading down towards Stowe. Full power now, purple sector, 3.5 tenths up. How about that? Now braking right at the beginning of that curve. Has not invalidated his time. Now going through club. Hits that apex beautifully, as well as that one now powering through the final corner. What will his time be?
Very
It's
nice.
1:25 flat.
Yeah, very, very competitive time there. Amongst all that, Dom the
Books is
Noodle did
down on his
improve
time, too.
to P6 from P11. So good showing from Dom the Noodle there. Improved to
See
a
if Books has
26.
anything to say. He'll need to gain literally a half a second. Books was just a little under a tenth down, and it didn't
Probably
look
lost
like he
all of it now.
Navigated there, yeah. 7 tenths down, so nothing he can do. Henchman isn't on a lap. Butters is not on a lap either. The timing may be glitched. No, it's not, because people are getting checkered flags now. Wavy is up into P5 now. Aphid's up into P6. Anyone else on laps? Valkyrie, no.
That's the end
So-
of quali.
Lewis on his second race in BRL. He was only a half a second off his podium in his debut last week at Austria. He snatched his pole here this week by almost a half a second at Silverstone.
That is a relatively big margin, it must be said. The two Mercedes, it'll be interesting to see that battle between Books and Henchman. Not much time at all there between the two, I would say silver arrows, but they're not, are they?
The black arrows.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, interesting qualifying session. All the times look relatively close, barring that Incredible pole position lap from Lewis, fan.
Yeah. Henchman was so close to pipping his teammate, but Books did end up improving by a little under 10th himself. Not enough to challenge pole. Top 4 are separated by a second, but only because Books has a 5-place grid penalty that I never caught on stream.
Okay, so that's going to spice things up a little bit.
Sprightly is in 11th, the first one who wanted mediums. He will get that medium strategy, which is quite OP around here if you catch it right.
Definitely.
Interestingly, Joseph is 17th, did not set a qualifying time. By far, he's the championship leader in Tier 6, absolutely dominating the tier. So far, so not sure. I don't think he had a quali ban, but I could be wrong. He had one earlier in the year, so if he got anything, it would have been a race ban next, but so I'm not sure why he didn't qualify. But your top 3 will be Lewis and Butters after Books' 5-place penalty. I don't know what happened. I looked at the race director, would have told me who he collided with. I didn't catch it because I don't have the intelligence to do that, apparently.
We all make mistakes.
Ah, yes, beautiful clear skies for the race today. I wish I could have said the same for Tier 1. It was the exact opposite.
It seems the game is copying our current weather over here. It's been absolutely glorious the past few days. So
yeah, and you know the names of the corners better than me. So if I mess up, please feel free to correct me. I know you basically know each corner by heart by now.
I think as a Brit, as soon as you're born, you know how to drive Silverstone. I think it's just a gene in every British person. So
yeah.
Big up my British drivers.
Actually, since you said that, let me see how many Brits are in the field tonight.
I know 2.
11.
Dom the Noodle, he's Welsh. I guess we can count him. I guess we can count the Welsh as British.
Yeah, we can count that. And Affed's also Welsh by his flag.
Yeah, we can only go via the flags, really, can't we? We can't. We don't know if they're actually from there or.
Most of Tier 6 is American. Tier 3 is the exact opposite. The other tier I commentate that you race in, it's the exact opposite. There's like 2 Americans in there or something like that.
Yeah, I don't really particularly want to talk about Tier 3. I messed up my own race. I had an extremely good.
I got turned it on, so it's fine.
Oh, that's always fun.
I mean, it's full wet turn 1 side by side.
Yeah.
But still, the driver kind of took the apex like I wasn't there, so
that's
always nice. Alfa Romeo just pulled off to the side. Not sure. I think that was Zig. Not sure why he would do that, but let's go through your starting order here tonight. Lewis fan on pole. Ironic because it's Silverstone, so Lewis fan. He is American, but he's a Lewis fan, so he must love Silverstone as well. Henchman P2 qualified P3, but got promoted because Books 5-place grid penalty. He's down in P7. Butters then promoted up into P3. Right in front of his teammate Wavy. Affed P5 looking for a bounce back after a couple of down races actually. Bald Guy P6. Of course I just said Books P7, Dom P8. Quick Tongue is P9, Mary Jane in P10. Sprightly, the first one outside the top 10 and the first one on mediums as I can see. Get those tires up. Physicist, and there is a AlphaTauri around, and that was Dom and Joseph.
I don't know how they've come together Because
Yeah,
we're meant to keep position in a formation lap, but we move.
we move. Physicist P12. Also on those mediums, Zig looking to get past those medium runners. Starting in 13th on the softs. RJ also on mediums. Soviet Valkyrie on softs. Avi mediums. Joseph is softs. And then Penny is on mediums, starting last. Still somehow in front of 2 cars.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We aren't judging you guys, but deep down we are judging you. No, of course, I'm kidding.
I'm pulling up the track so I can look at it for corners. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that they are parking up on the Sir Lewis Hamilton Street.
Oh, Sky Sports F1 milk that enough as it is.
Yeah, they did. They milked that way too much. They milked that way too much. Well, about to get the race started here tonight. Can I get a good camera angle, please? No? Okay. No good camera angles. Yeah, none. When I go to spectate Dom, he's still on.
When I
back straight to cops.
When
here
I
we go. Finally.
His car was
red lights ahead of the drivers, and it's lights out, and an Alfa Romeo immediately out of the way again. Lewis and Henchman's challenging him into turn 1. They go side by side, and Henchman's got the position into turn 1. Will Lewis come back into turn 3?
Oh!
Yes, he does. He's on the inside, and he's had a spin there, and that's a Mercedes one too. Well, Butters is trying to change that round the outside there. Now Butters is up into P2. Affid's had a good start up into P4 now. Bald Guy P5 still.
Oh, the 2 Haas drivers, well, one's jumping everywhere.
Oh, Penny's wide, and he's trying to come back on track.
Damage to that Renault. Penny's got big damage on that right-hand side. That's not what you want when you're starting on the mediums.
I wonder if Lewis fans about to do a 2018 Lewis-style comeback here at Silverstone tonight. And he's already looking to get back up the field. He was down in P18, now already up into P15. In the same lap, he's all over the back of the championship leader, Joseph, who they absolutely had a ding-dong battle 1 week ago, and he's using overtake. He's going to look to the inside at Stowe. He's there. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. He's got the move done. Now going into Valen Club. Yes.
Physicist has come in.
He must have had damage as
Oh no, he's changed his mind.
No, Physicist has. He's in the gravel trap. Why? I don't know. It says Lewis is 6. I don't think that's true. Sprightly's wide though, and Quick Tongue almost hits him, narrowly avoids him. My timing is absolutely glitched out right now.
Yeah, so is mine.
It's
Lewis.
Butters who actually leads the way. So Butters has gotten by Henchman at some
point.
point.
Oh my god!
Oh no, I did not see that.
I need to clip that because I don't know.
I have no idea because my timing is still glitched and I cannot find anyone. Please, thank you, game. The 2 Mercedes are awfully close to each other.
Could there be a bit of team orders going on here, or will they battle it out? Because it looks Burks is looking extremely racy.
Is right there.
Yeah, we're going back to
and
that.
And then the pink Mercedes right behind them.
So it is a Mercedes 234 at the moment.
Yes. There. Biggest gainer of the race. Soviet Valkyrie now under pressure from Dom actually goes down the inside at Stowe, gets the move done. Valkyrie going to be looking to come back at him, but will not happen. Valkyrie up 8 positions from the start. Dom goes quite defensive there.
I didn't think he needed
into the final corner.
I don't think he needed to go that defensive there. You've got to be a maniac
either. The biggest loser since the start, obviously, Lewis fan starting on pole, and he's down in 11th right now. Speaking of him, he's having quite a battle right now with Joseph still.
Oh,
Puts
hello.
down the inside, absolutely sends it. Joseph gives him the space. Now he's going to have a better line. DRS is active now. Joseph is not in the DRS of anyone else, so Lewis will have the DRS here. This off stops and put tires back up, but Lewis will not have enough overspeed, and he runs a bit wide there for good measure. He's actually got damage.
Yeah,
he didn't have damage before.
Yeah, I was just about to point that out. Lewis fan has quite a lot of damage, so he's doing relatively well to stay with Joseph in that Alfa Romeo.
I wonder if he's hit someone on his way back through the field, because I know that isn't damage from lap 1. Books is looking for a move on his teammate to the outside now.
Both got DRS.
Going down to Stowe. They're side by side, and Henchman actually stays ahead. Books runs a bit wide, probably picked up a warning there, unfortunately. Affid's still looking there. Any mistake the top 3 make, he'll be there to pick up on.
Henchman with the fastest lap of the race so far, where they won 29.9.
Valkyrie and Mary Jane, there's a big pack here. 7th, 8th, 9th, all looking to get position. Mary Jane going through turn 1, now turn 2, looks to the inside at turn 3, absolutely sends it down the inside. Valkyrie gives her space. Looking to get good traction out of this corner, and Quick Tongue actually looking for the double overtake.
Oh, exit of Chapel. That's not Chapel, that's Farm. That's embarrassing.
I'm glad you got it wrong.
I'm just gonna go get a drink of bleach right now. Give me a second. Oh no, that's... oh, that's... I don't know if you have this issue, but it's saying Quick Tongue is last for me.
Yeah, it is. It's glitched.
What a great game.
I don't think he's a lap down.
No, I don't think he is. I think
no.
he is jumping around quite a lot. The 2 Mercedes still battling it out, trying to get past Butters in that Red Bull.
Ooh, Books picks up a 3-second time penalty for cutting Stowe a little bit there. Henchman's looking awfully racy on the back of Butters now. I thought he was going to go to the inside there, and a Red Bull was about to get kicked out.
Down the Hamilton straight into Abbey.
Oh, Book sends it down the inside of his teammate. He's got the move
What
done
an incredible move. My God, what a move that was. That was ballsy.
Oh,
and sprightly.
Sprightly's crashed out.
Where is that? That is
that's
out
at the
of
exit of
Stowe.
and...
Stowe. Oh, I'm doing it again. It's late. That's my that's my excuse.
You sound like Crofty saying Lewis is crossing the line when he's going through cops.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. That's the old start-finish straight. So
learn from the best. No.
So safety car's out. I don't think anyone was able to take advantage. If I were them, if I were anyone right now on the softs, I'd definitely pit. Now, whether
Penny's
that's
pitting,
mediums are hard.
and trying to take out the pit board has sped into the pit lane.
Interesting to see what drivers elect to go for in terms of tires here. Mediums are hards. Only 5 laps into this race.
Well, it'd be
Not
hard,
quite sure
personally.
if mediums can go 21 laps.
But Penny does put the mediums on because he was already on the hards. So.
That is true. Ooh, Henchman stays out.
Ooh,
Teammates
Butters!
in, and
5
Butters
seconds.
is bad. Something you don't want to do. Actually, this is a blessing in disguise for Lewis. While other drivers ahead of him are ghosting through each other.
Many people, well, Quick Time with a 5-second penalty, which for race vehicle
Lewis
isn't.
is going to get to replace his wing here. I'm actually not 100% sure how early you can put on mediums. But it looks to be hard tires to the end of the... Well, I shouldn't say that. That's what I thought. It was going to be an interesting selection, because Butters went for hards, Books went for mediums, Affit also went for mediums.
It's a
Wavy's gone for
bold,
hards,
bold
Joseph
call.
is on mediums. Mary Jane hards, Quick Dog hards, Lewis Fan hards, and a wing replacement, I think. Yes, and a wing replacement. Avi hards, Zig is on mediums, and Penny is on mediums as well. And 5 drivers have stayed out: Henchman, Dom, Valkyrie, RJ, and Physicist. All have decided to stay out. I don't see why the soft runners especially would stay out.
So, interesting fact, back in tier... Oh, yeah, I am tier 3. I thought I was tier 2 for a minute. But tier 3 on Friday, I was outside the top 10, so I qualified on the mediums. And we had a safety car. It was like people were saying, oh, you should pit, but I didn't. I took the mediums 15 laps. Lap 15, safety car got called. So I put the softs on then. And managed to... It worked out perfectly.
That is true, but the safety car was lap 1 in that case. That was a lap 1 safety car.
We had 3 safety cars that race.
Yeah.
So the third safety car came out.
Tiers.
Yeah.
And I race in the most boring tier.
Oh, Valkyrie. Bales. Henchman, 5-second penalty for... Oh, and Valkyrie. So, that could be crucial.
Oh, boy.
They know of a thing called brakes, right?
So RJ, or Dom, RJ, and Physicist are the only ones to have stayed out. I think we all know just because you have pace at a track does not mean you will always win. Saw that in tier 3, obviously.
Yeah.
And Lewis still has some work to do to better that P12 he's in right now, because we know he has pace.
Oh, he definitely has pace. You saw that in qualifying, but as everyone says, no points in qualifying. So,
Lando Norris proved that this weekend.
Oh, my heart broke for him, but I'm glad he got a podium. Spoiler alert if anyone hasn't watched it. But
I hope people have watched it by now.
It was mad. What Lewis needs to do here, obviously he's not the highest hard runner, Butters is. They need to get them hards up to temperature as soon as they can, because looking at the track map, oh no, maybe not, there's a Renault very far behind. I was going to say it could be in this lap, but it definitely looks like one more lap.
Well, the best thing he can do for himself right now, I'm looking right now, there's 4 drivers ahead of him with penalties of some sort. So the best thing he can do right now is just to stay away from penalties, and if a late race safety car comes out, he might be in position to better himself, better his position because of those penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. But I fear for Dom the Noodle, because he's on them softs. They can do about 10-11 laps, but what he needs to hope is...
If I were him, I'd just pit now for mediums, because it's lap 7 now. I think I could stretch him, and he stays out. He's the only one on softs.
He is, but with this, he does need to not fight, and he just needs to get the gap to the guys behind, because otherwise this strategy will not work. And if he's listening, stop weaving. Yeah, tyre wear on the
Stop
softs
weaving
is ridiculous, especially under safety car. So
if you're on hards, weave more.
yeah,
If you're on mediums, I don't care. I'd say stop weaving because it's going to be a stretch, but
particularly the new mediums. Yeah, as Starburst is just coming out the pit lane, but he should easily catch up as they are going on to the Wellington straight. I got that one right.
Good, because I probably wouldn't have.
There's only 3 straight, so you only need to know 3 names. Wellington, Hanger, and...
I know Hanger Straight. I just didn't know Wellington Straight.
So we...
Turn 1's Abbey, turn 2's Farm, okay. Turn 6 is into Brooklands. 7 is out of Luffield.
Yeah.
8 is Woodkit. 9 Copse, Maggots, Beckett's Chapel. Hanger Straight, Stowe, Vale Club.
Yes.
Hamilton Straight. It sounds weird right now because he's still racing, but 20 years from now it'll be fine.
Yeah. Should have been named after Murray Walker. Safety car is in this lap. Ooh. So Penny has just slammed into the rear of Valkyrie, got damage, and given Valkyrie a 5-second penalty. So, he's extremely close to that Williams. And Starburst has the right idea. He is sticking well behind.
Dom is awfully back in the pack up into the final corner, and he's still going slow. But he can go when he decides, and
that's
he goes
a good
now.
restart.
A very good restart. He's already got a second gap, and Physicists, Butters, Books, all within vicinity of each other. Physicist is going to look for a move. He's already looking to the inside at turn 3, and he's going for the move.
Here comes Butters!
Actually, Butters is up the inside as well. Books is looking to get by the pair of them.
10 seconds time penalty.
Oh, Affid! Where did Affid come from? And they made contact.
Oh,
Butters is wide. Don't do a Kimi Räikkönen there, please, God, no. Affid's got up into P4. Absolutely came out of nowhere.
Have any damage? How have they done that?
No. Don't ask.
That's incredible.
Oh, Books and RJ side by side through Woodkit. Yeah. Now going through Cops. Oh, who's gonna blink it? None of them blink there. They're still side by side heading down into Maggots and Beckett's, and RJ finally lets Books by, and Joseph though in P6 is looking to get up the field after starting 17th. Not surprised, he's always at the top at some point in a race. The fact that Butters is still in the race though, I don't know how.
I don't know how
absolutely
all 4 of them aren't out. That was absolute words. Manic, that's the word. And just to give an update to P1, 2.2 second gap, so it's an incredible restart from the AlphaTauri of Dom the Noodle.
Yeah, but he'd be pitting like right now if it was still green flag.
Yeah. Quick turns rejoined. Penny is in the pits again.
Joseph and Mary Jane are battling it out. Mary Jane gets a little bit of a tank slapper there. Going on to the Wellington Straight. I'm going to get every corner down by the end of this. I promise.
This is the last race.
Mary Jane is wide. Butters
here comes Butters
on the inside now.
On the power nice and early.
They're still side by side going through Woodkit.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's
Butters
done.
Is ahead.
Bald guy
Joseph,
behind though.
Oh man. Oh, he was up the inside of Cops and had to back out of it. Going through Maggots, Beckett's now.
And my timings have disappeared.
Yep, mine have too. Going through Chapel onto the Hanger Straight. DRS, no DRS yet, actually.
Nope, next lap.
And it looks like Dom is losing that gap. Those softs have no grip.
Bono. Yeah, Affid is...
Affid's in a great position right now.
He is, but that is a long way to take their medium. Excuse me, I had a hiccup.
Well, the closest hard runner, without penalties, is actually Bald Guy.
Down in P9 at the moment, 7
And then
tenths of a
Lewis is
second.
actually right behind him. So, but Butters and Mary Jane are on hards as well. Joseph is all over the gearbox of RJ right now. Now he has DRS, and now
Much
he's
fresher
gonna look
tyres as well.
to the inside, going into Brooklands. Gets the move done, keeps it on track as well.
DRS was made for. Sometimes it's too powerful though.
Lewis around the outside of Luffield. Does not get the move done right now.
And the Ferrari got very good traction there, coming out of Luffield. So, oh, he's run wide though. That's going to affect him into Maggots, Beckett's Chapel. And the ERS isn't great for Lewis fan. I must give it to Lewis fan. He's very, very smooth on the wheel. But not much ERS on the wheel. Nice smooth input.
And I just know this because he's told me, but he's actually on pad too. So
what? I believe it when I see it. But fair play, fair play.
Well,
look at the gap
say that because
from Afford to Dom the Noodle.
Oh man, Afford has absolutely closed that gap up. Dom has no battery whatsoever. Afford has plenty of battery right now, and I expect them to make the move right here. Yeah. DRS up and down the Wellington Straight.
This is done. Yeah, he's moved out the way.
Physicist looking to get by as well.
Not close enough this time. You can actually see the degradation on that front left of the AlphaTauri. So it is probably time to box for Dom the Noodle. He's had to downshift through Cops. And yeah, as you say, absolutely no battery for the Welshman.
I'm looking back at 8th, 9th, 10th again. This massive pack, as I was saying. The reason I know Lewis is on controller. Wait, hold on. He's gonna have DRS here. Is he going to look for a move on Bald Guy?
He's got a double toe.
Move on Mary Jane. He looks to the inside and Stowe absolutely sends it, and he gets the move done. What a move that was.
Daniel Ricciardo would be proud. Yeah, Afford really pushing on them mediums that way. 2.5 second gap. Ooh! Mary Jane's wide!
Yeah. I thought Lewis was going to go for it at club.
An Albon move on Magnussen.
Can I get a better camera angle, please? Instead of the outside of this AlphaTauri. Thank you. That's a bit better camera angle. Yeah, I was saying I was commentating... Yeah, I was commentating Tier 6. I forgot what round 7 was, the round before Austria. Baku? No.
Canada?
I don't know. I don't remember. Yes, Canada. And he actually asked how he could join the league on stream, so I told him. And he asked, is this a wheel-only league? Because apparently he had gotten kicked out of another league that didn't allow wheel.
Incredible
Mary
run.
Jane wide again.
Yep.
Thinks better of it though. Still half the race left, and he's in the points paying positions right now with people with penalties ahead. Joseph is looking on the back of Physicist, will not do anything into Stowe. Butters on RJ, no. Lewis on Mary Jane, no. Yellow flag sector 1, that's Penny again. And we have VSC. Oh, what's happened to Butters?
Where is that?
It's at the...
That's into Vale.
It's going into Vale.
Will Dom's car get there?
That's what I'm trying to see. It'll be on the left side.
That is a very weird place. How's he done that?
He's had to have been hit. He's had to have had contact with someone.
That's a very odd place for the car to go. That must have been one hell of an impact. Penny is... That's not the optimal line.
I don't even think it's the decent line. Affid is looking really good right now, though.
Drive-through penalty!
Valkyrie.
Oh,
Ouch.
it's easily done. We know how inconsistent it is on this game. I've always said, though, that they should have... So, you know, you've got a button for a pit limiter, you should have a button for the VSC.
Yeah. And safety car.
Yeah, because in VSC, all drivers have to slow down by 40%, which will be a set time around the track. You press that button when the VSC's out, you won't...
Mary Jane sends it down the inside of RJ. And gets the move done quite nicely there. And Lewis is going to be looking up the inside of RJ into fail. Locks up just a little bit.
He's done it!
Around the outside there.
Oh, RJ's lost it!
Wow.
Big incident, big incident.
Involving his teammate, too.
Yeah, that is not particularly great for the Haas team. But what an incredible... Jesus Christ. Another 10-second penalty for Penny. What an incredible move that was by Lewis fan, though. I have to give him credit for that. That was an incredibly brave move and very easy to get wrong.
Yeah, and there's still people ahead of him with penalties, so he might be able to get a podium this week. It depends on how the... Well, Physicist still has to pit.
He does, so that's another position.
He's doing your strategy right now.
Yes.
Which if Penny keeps it up, he's going to get that strategy, because I don't know what Penny's doing right now. He should be in the pits for a new wing.
Is that another 10... Oh my god. Anything can happen in Formula 1? That's all I'm gonna say on that. We are on lap 16 of 26. Affid with a 2-second lead. Will their mediums last? We won't really know.
I think they will.
Joseph.
And
where was that? That is at
done
Brooklands. So Affid will be the next car there. That's a VSC. And a 5-second penalty from Valkyrie for speeding and pit lane.
F.
Big F. That to me, where Penny's car is, looks like a rage crash.
Maybe.
Who was it? Was it Brendan Hartley who went off there after getting a puncture?
Yes.
Yeah. And had a pretty sizable impact. So yeah, Books 2 seconds adrift of after drive-through penalty for RJ for speeding under the VSC.
Oh, that's gonna hurt because he needed the pit anyway.
Yeah, and now he'll have to go an extra lap after his drive-through. That is unfortunate. 15-lap old tyres for Physicist and...
Lewis seems to have a beautiful run on Mary Jane. Looks to the inside at Stowe. They're side by side with a little contact.
That was contact. I think that's just hard racing, though, to be fair. But I'm sure if he feels there is any wrongdoing, he will submit it to the stewards. But yeah, Affid looks to have this. It's his to lose, isn't it? Essentially. So.
Yeah. Well, if he does get a penalty of any sort, what kind of penalty? Oh, never mind. Books has 6 seconds worth of penalties. So, Books has pace, but...
He does.
Well, Joseph is now on the back of Physicist. Oh, he does look to the inside. And he just has the superior grip right now.
That was a very, very good move. That reminded me of Verstappen and Leclerc in 2019.
I think Lewis has a beautiful chance at a podium here. Maybe
I really think he does. Oh! Mary Jane!
Oh.
That's the exit of Luffield, is it not?
Oh, and that's another VSC.
I'm sure that's the exit of Luffield. I think he got on the power
She's
too early.
She.
Oh.
Mary.
Oh yeah. I just thought it was a Spider-Man like meme thing. I do apologise.
There's two she's. It's Mary Jane and Valkyrie.
Okay.
Other than that, I believe everyone is a he.
Yeah, so I believe she got on the power a bit too early out of Luffield and sent her McLaren into the Shadow Realm.
I'm watching Lewis. I have no idea how he's on pad. He's so smooth.
Yeah, it baffles me. It really
Like,
does. And the
yeah, I've seen
podium
tier
is
one
right
drivers
there.
on pad. Yeah.
It's there, and
it's him against Joseph again for the final podium spot.
it is, but
Ooh, Physicist is actually fighting back right now.
how has he still got tyre grip?
I don't know, but he's around
Going the
the
long way
outside.
round. The karting technique.
They're still side by side, but Lewis, this is helping Lewis out immensely, and Physicist has used his battery to get by Joseph into Cobbs.
You have to think, when Joseph and Lewis get through, that gap to Books will come down. It's currently 12.3
Well,
to
Lewis
13
is having
seconds.
a look on Joseph now. He's
Could be
in
a
the
late
double
move.
slipstream. Thinks better of it.
Physicist
Another
is
fastest lap of the
still
race.
out. Is he going to be 18 laps old on the Ferrari?
Oh wait, no, he can't. He pitted lap 1 for those.
No.
He's trying to take him to the end. He has. He's pitted lap 1. As you see, we're on lap 19.
Yeah, but if you put the stops detail on it, he hasn't stopped.
Ah, okay. You see, I don't have that kind of intelligence.
I was going to say something there, but I'm not. I'm going to hold myself back.
Blame the American school system.
You said it, not me.
'Cause I can say it.
I know someone else that would have said something different, but I'm not
I
that kind
know,
of guy.
You probably know multiple people that say something different about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Joseph still all over the
we
back.
move.
Yeah, we move, exactly. He knows. Joseph, Lewis, and Physicist. Essentially in each other's diffusers. It's only a matter of time.
This is just a little bit wide there, and
Lewis has got a very good
Lewis
run.
on the back of Joseph, and that was so close. Is he gonna go for a double overtake here? He's round the outside of Joseph, and he's got the move on Joseph, and he's right there on Physicist.
Oh, he had to pit. That would have made it so much better if he didn't pit. But take nothing away from that move. What an incredible effort from Lewis, and now he can set his sights to close that gap to Books. However, Books is closing that gap to Affid. It was 2 seconds last time. It's now 1.4.
Lewis would have to gain 9 seconds to take P2. So I don't want to say it's done and dusted P3, and it's definitely not, because Joseph is on his gearbox. Because he still has those mediums. It just depends on when grip comes back.
Has he taken too much out of them tyres? Which is what I'm thinking Affid did, because if you remember back to the safety car restart, Dom got an incredible start. And Affid was pushing like a madman. And that gap, Books has brought down to 0.8 of a second. Affid is struggling. Has he taken too much out of them tyres?
Well, He does have a 6-second gap if Books passes him. Oh no, I know what's happened. Oh no, I thought he had more than that, but I was gonna say Affid definitely has a lot more battery than Books. But
Maybe
I don't
he
think that's
underfueled the
it.
car and he's just saving a bit of fuel.
Well,
Only
Books
the
is
driver
still on
knows.
for P2 here.
Apparently, yeah, if anything, Lewis is losing time because of this battle with Joseph. As they come through farm. Lock up from Lewis. This is going to be a battle of the ages by the looks of things.
It was a battle for the ages last week. Lewis had a 3-second time penalty. Was 3 seconds ahead of Joseph. Joseph now looks to the inside. Wow, Lewis laid on the brakes there and actually hits the apex still.
Fair play.
I was saying Lewis had 3 seconds of time penalties last week. It was a little over 3 seconds ahead of Joseph going into the final lap in the intermediate tires, and Joseph clawed it back, and I believe he got the podium by 2/10.
Ooh.
Nicked away a BRL debut podium from Lewis, so Lewis is looking to repay the favor this week, but Joseph now has DRS down the hanger straight. Is he going to look to the inside? Yes, he is. Who brakes
Lane
later?
brakes
Lewis
again.
actually brakes later, and he keeps it on track too.
Yeah, incredible driving from the pair of them, it must be said. To be battling this close. And Joseph was a little late on the power there. You want to be on the power
Lewis,
as early as you can coming out of...
Lewis still has 5 more laps to defend against him, so...
He does.
It's going to be quite a sweaty one to the end for him. Oh wow, Books is all over the back of Affid.
Coming around Luffield, careful on the power. Same tyre, same age. About the same ERS
Joseph
as well.
Now, does he send it down the inside? No, he doesn't. Lewis stays ahead once again, and Books another.
It's a big gap to P3.
He's still in P2.
And will still be in P2 by 9 seconds if it finishes this way.
True, but if he gets if there's a safety car, especially a late race one,
yeah,
he's definitely lost the podium then. Wavy, another 3-second time penalty. He has loads of penalties there in 5th place. Joseph still cannot make a move.
He's very good on the brakes, Lewis, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
No ABS for a pad user as well. I've got to give it to the guy. He's braver than me. If I go back to the pad, I'm about 8 seconds slower.
Especially me. I race no assist in Tier 1. I cannot drive on pad with no assist. I just cannot.
No. I even have to put the full traction control back on. Like, well, maybe medium.
I don't know how I don't know how B-Dunk does it. Yeah. B-Dunk is pad in Tier 1, so is Perandi, and he's winning the championship, so.
There are some fairly quick people out there on a pad, it must be said.
Yeah.
So Affid and Books. Affid can maybe relax a bit more now, considering Books has got another time penalty. I can believe it's 9
I'd still want to win on
seconds.
track, but I wouldn't want to push to the point where I'm about to spin. That's the only thing.
9 seconds for Books.
Well,
So,
I'll tell you something that Lewis has done beautifully right now. And is Joseph going to go for a move? No, he still sticks behind. From when physicists went in the pits, Joseph had about 20% more battery than Lewis.
yeah.
And if you look now,
Oh yeah.
Lewis has about 40% more battery than Joseph. So he's played that absolutely beautifully, and if, in my opinion, he has enough battery to defend for the next 3 laps. Plenty of, especially considering Joseph doesn't have much at all to his dispense.
Exactly, and he's on the longer-lasting tyre as well, so maybe Joseph is starting to feel the tyre wear, but it looks like he's going to get past here into Brooklyn.
Oh, Lewis is still late on the brakes, so late. And he's still around the outside at Luffield, and he holds the position.
How? This is actually...
He's still not using ERS, I cannot believe it.
Here comes Joseph again.
That was
It's a double movement. Pretend Max Verstappen's driving, it's fine.
Lewis, you gotta use some battery now. Come on, you have plenty.
I feel he'll have to out of Chapel. But he's not. Yes,
there
he
he
is.
goes, there he goes, there he goes. That was a little smarter that time, and I think, yeah he's gonna
easily ahead.
Easily defended into Stowe. I was about to say turn, because I'm used to that, and his teammate Zig is off.
Bit of a lock up, but nothing out of the ordinary other than that. Half a second going on to lap 25 between Lewis and Joseph. It feels like we've been on board with this battle quite a while, but it's the closest battle.
We have been. Yeah, no one else is close to each other besides Affid and Books, and Books isn't even in DRS range anymore, so...
Physicist is setting the timing screens alight, and Joseph can't do anything right now, despite having the DRS, to get past Lewis.
Lewis has managed his battery beautifully.
Yeah.
Once he got in clean air, he's managed it nice. When he was in traffic, he was using it to get by. And I think he might just salvage a podium here tonight.
I think he might do. Henchman is in the pits again, maybe going for the fastest lap. But I don't know in BRL if BRL only did the top 10 for the fastest lap.
Yeah.
So...
Well, if he gets the fastest lap, that just means no one gets it.
True that.
Kind of like what I did in Tier 1.
He's now about to be lapped by the leader.
And
which is gonna...
After being side by side for so long.
Yeah, and Affid is gonna have DRS.
Kind of feels like this past weekend. Except he instantly crashed the next lap. I think Lewis has got this podium just about covered, especially with his battery right now.
Joseph is really dropping off. Do you think Joseph being stuck behind Lewis this long has affected his tyre wear?
A little bit, I'd say that, but I think his battery management just was not as good as Lewis's. Even at one point, I saw Joseph use battery out of Luffield into Cops, and Lewis used none, and Lewis stayed ahead. So it's just those little things right there where I think Lewis has got the advantage over Joseph tonight. Zig picks up a 3-second time penalty. We're looking at Affid now, going through Vale and Club, rounding the final corner to win the British Grand Prix in Tier 6. Books comes home P2. Lewis, assuming he doesn't get a penalty here, he's good. Now coming through Vale and Club, some 20 seconds behind.
It's not done yet.
But
he is good now.
He's had a beautiful recovery drive. Joseph tries to do something. Nothing he can do. Lewis picks up his first podium in BRL. And only his second race. Wavy, I don't think he'll finish P5. Avi will come around, and I believe he will finish P5. Yes, he will. Dom seems to have still... no, he has penalties. So we'll see where he ends up. Physicist ends up P7, only 4 tenths behind Wavy. And Dom does salvage P8. Bald Guy P9. Zig is still in P10, so don't have all the points finishers to have crossed the line yet. Penalties. Zig has 3 seconds more, so Quick Tongue would have to literally catch up 2 seconds in this final complex of corners. I don't think it's going to happen. Zig picks up a point for tonight's race. Henchman trying to get fastest lap. Does he do it? He does.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big crash.
Oh, Lewis has been parked there for about a minute now, so.
Yeah. His first podium and his first DNF. Now, it says driver of the day. Of course, he is of a shout from pretty to the back. But I'd like to give an honourable mention to Lewis. Just
yeah,
battery
I
use.
agree. The game says driver of the day for Joseph. Put a little human sense in there. I'd say Lewis, definitely.
Yeah, the battery management.
Joseph did benefit from the safety car a little bit, as well as Lewis, but Lewis was more. He was in 14th, I believe. Yeah, and he picked up his first podium, so I would give him my vote for drive. Well, I cannot get Affid. Like, the fact that we did not mention him much all race speaks volumes to how he drove today. He absolutely dominated that race. He was quicker than Books, and he had less penalties than Books, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Is it time to get the podium guys into the party, if you want me to do that?
Yep. I'm inviting him now. There's Affid. There's Books.
Just waiting on Lewis fan. Don't know if he's going to be joining.
Not sure either. I'll let you start with second. So that'll buy us a little time if he does decide to show up. So yeah, you start Books.
No worries. Books, congratulations on P2. Just talk us through how your race went, if you wouldn't mind. And don't forget to include your audio, guys, in the stream.
Yeah, I'm pretty pissed with the game. My quality P2 coming into the pits at the end. Mary Jane like taps me into the back coming into the pits, and they gave me a 5-place grid penalty. So like after that, it was just a kind of let's have fun race, cause yeah, I was kind of pissed. But it got a nice start. Me, Butters, and Af, we all were like, I think in a little pack back there. We all got a really nice start and made up the places after a couple turns. So after that, it was just Af kind of got past me because I got into somebody that made a little mistake, and Af just went up the inside and got the run on me. Then after that, I just he was able to overtake the other cars, and I just was trying to chase him down. But I had way too many penalties, so I kind of knew the race was his. But he ran a really good medium stint, and yeah, I just tried to get in his DRS so I can get ahead of the rest of the pack, so the
it sounds like
penalties don't matter.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea to do that. Just help you pull away from Lewis and Joseph behind, who were catching to begin with, but then they started battling, which benefited you. We saw at the start of the race a group of about 5 different cars all battling, and myself and FinFan had no idea how you didn't crash or get any damage from that. It was incredible racing.
It was on the safety car restart.
Yeah.
That little pack, yeah.
I know at one point it went 3 wide, and I was like, no way we're making it here. Before we went, I was like, how did I not get any damage? And I was just, all right, yeah. I don't know. I want to watch it back.
Yeah, it was absolutely epic to watch. But as you said, you're a bit annoyed at the game because of the 5-second penalty in qualifying, but nonetheless, it was a fantastic comeback drive. A shame about the penalties you got, because that would have been an epic battle to see towards the end of the race. But unless FinFan has any questions, I am done with questioning you. Apart from, once again, congratulations on the comeback drive to P2.
I appreciate it, guys. Can't wait to watch it back.
Yeah, congrats on P2 for you. So now moving on to our race winner. What a comeback drive this has been. I'd say it's been quite a few down rounds for you. Even at the beginning of the season, it didn't seem like you could quite get catch a break. You got a few podiums, yes. But this race just stood out among the others. Absolutely dominated, in my opinion. Did not lead from start to finish, but once you got in the lead after everyone else had pitted, just controlled the race, controlled the pace, and Books had penalties behind, so you didn't have to sweat much at all either. Yeah, just talk us through your race, and I want to hear your side of the story from that safety car restart, because I think I was on board with Books at the time, and you went up the inside there, and it was then 3 wide through that corner, but you made it work too, and that's how you got the position on him. So, yeah, just talk us through your race.
Well, it kind of started off really bad because I actually fell asleep. That's why I was late to qualifying. And then
Well, just wake up late again. Just wake up late next week.
Apparently that's
you
all.
know the trick now.
That's all I need to do is just come in late, and then. But from the safety car onwards, I was just trying to stay out of trouble. Unlike last race where I damaged my phone. And then. Yeah, that. Where I wasn't sure whether we were 3 wide or 4 wide. I just seen space and went for it, and I did a few overtakes around the outside as well. It just all came together this time, and the penalties didn't come and get me this time, unlike the others. And I knew Bucks was similar pace to me. I wasn't really too focused on his penalties. I just knew he was around 2 seconds behind me, and he was closing the gap for some laps, and other laps I was able to make the gap bigger, but not by much, only like 1 or 2 times. And then I got very, very, very lucky towards the end when teammate came out the pits on the final lap, and that helped me a lot because it gave DRS, which I think if I didn't have that, I think Bucks would have got me on the last lap.
Well, if I'm correct, this is your home Grand Prix, right?
It is my home Grand Prix, yeah. It's the only one that I actually wanted to win, and I've done that now, so yeah.
Doesn't matter what happens the rest of the season, you're fine.
Yep. He's going to do a Rosberg and quit while he's ahead.
Maybe not to that extent, but I now need to set a new goal.
Well, congrats on winning the race tonight, and then congrats to you, Books, on P2, and even though he's not here right now, congrats to Lewis on his first BRL podium in P3, and yeah, Afid, your best finish before this was second, only 3 times though, so 3 times in second, never in third, to a first time win tonight. here in Tier 6. So congrats on that. Books, it is your second podium this season. Second time being in second. So congrats on that as well. Next week is Monaco without the barriers. How do you two like that track, if at all?
Singapore, is that where we're at?
No,
Hungary.
Monaco without the barriers. Hungary.
Hungry
Hungary,
guys, come on.
No, Singapore. Too many barriers.
I would have preferred to done France than Hungary, but it's not my calendar.
That's bold, okay.
Personal preference.
Okay, I respect it. You Books?
Hungary isn't too bad. Quality around there is terrible, but once you get a rhythm, it's pretty good.
I will say, if you get a flow around the track, it's quite nice. It's just
Trying to
it's
get a
really
flow.
frustrating with overtaking. I would almost say to the extent it's a little less of a flow like Silverstone, but it could, if there were more overtaking opportunities, it could be really close to it. It could be a lot better if overtaking wasn't just frustrating.
I think it's the last two corners, really, isn't it, at Hungary, that are
Yeah.
the biggest issue for overtaking.
Just swooping corners, so much dirty air.
Yeah, two 90 degrees, 180 degree corners.
Yeah.
And then you just lose all the flow you've got. Like, yeah, you're in a rhythm for the rest of that, and then a slight misbraking in one of them two corners, you're going off to the abyss. It's a frustrating
Like
track.
Alvin did that one year.
Albon.
Well, yeah. So, thank you all for tuning in to Tier 6 tonight. As I said, we'll catch you all next week at the same time for the Hungarian Grand Prix.